panelist as well, Mr. Skerritt.
Former national player as well.
Right, that's, you see, it does happen. You do get the surprise or two, absolutely. But it's a really lovely evening. I must say, cold, very cold. We might be in somewhere in the Alps. I'm telling you, it's cold. I have my jacket on, and folks, the Montserrat team, they're out there in their green and black and white, so we are in national colors. And of course I have my green tie on. I don't know, I see Mr. Skerritt has green. I don't know, Kenton has green. So guys, we're going to give you the starting lineups. The referees out there, we're going to give you those as well. So Kenton, go straight into that before we get into the game.
Well, I'll do the Montserrat team, and I think Mr. Eugene Skerritt could do the Curazo team. The starting lineup for the Montserrat team would be Corinne Brooks, Mead, James Comley, Spencer Ware Daly, number 18, Alex Dyer. Number 15, Marvin Farrell. Number 4, Anthony Griffiths. Number 11, Solomon Henry. Number 23, Julian McDonald. Number 2, Calvin Petrie. Number 22, Lyle James Taylor. And number 6, Michael Williams. That's the starting lineup for the Montserrat team.
Well, and based on the names that we have here, if you were to follow the list as presented, we have Zeus, and he's De La Paz. We have Luke Andre Martina. We have Lachman Darrell. We have Neposino Givaro. We have Mulder Dostley. We have Mullins Vihario. Poyer Luigiano. Zoshin. And Zoshin Feliciano. We have Mary Lucia Vidarel, and we have Maria Gianna Luca. So those are the names as you see them on the list. I might have been calling the surname before the first name, but that is all right.
Yeah.
Before the evening is over, we'll have it all lined up for you as we're getting organized here and we're getting ready to start playing on the Blake's football field here this evening.
Well, we also have the match officials, but we are off. Gregory, we are
absolutely off. The kick is off, and I tell you, I was trying to listen to Basil giving us who won the toss, but it doesn't matter who won the toss. Let's see, Montserrat, they're attacking right now. It looks good on the attacking half. Montserrat, they played 1, played 2. I'm looking for numbers weeks here. You're gonna have to help me out. You and Pops might have to help me with some numbers here.
Well, it's quite difficult to pick up the numbers on the back of Montserrat.
Absolutely. Yes. White of Curaçao looks good. Here's a cross inside, and Montserrat, they're looking hot, ready. They're looking like they're out for some attacking game here, but let's see, they've gotten the ball clear, Curaçao, but Montserrat, they're attacking again. The ball is into the last half or last quarter of the Curaçao box, and definitely good start to the game here, Weeksy.
Yeah, lively start to the game, Gregory. Montserrat looking crisp, but looking for the counter-attack here. Ball played over.
Straight to the goalkeeper. I mean, you almost panicked there, but no, we're not panicking. You folks here in Montserrat, don't worry about it. We have to have a little level of, balance when we commentate. I know Mr. Skerritt is a balanced guy, and Pops will try to be balanced, but we will also try. Here is another attacking move by Curaçao. He got it, the player there. I'm going to tell you the number, Weeksy. I think it's number 11 for Curaçao, and maybe Mr. Skerritt can help me with number 11 for Curaçao. We'll get to that as one shot with number 15. Attacks up on this the left flank. Here is number 11. He's taken down, and the referee, you'll tell me about the referee in a bit, but the referee just called infringement there on number 2 for Curaçao. Mr. Skerritt, are you with me?
Yes, and number 2 is Martina,
and number 11. Number 11,
Maria Gianluca.
I'll say Gianluca. But we've got hot action here, folks. If you are not here yet, if your ticket said 8, you should have been here already. Always come an hour and a half early. Here is a cross inside. It's to the tall man, and that was a handball intentional, and the referee didn't see it, Weeksy.
No, he didn't see it.
But that was not good by, I think that's Remy.
Yes.
I think that's my good friend Remy. And Remy, you have a history, and we know your history. That one was not pretty. Mr. Skerritt, did you see that one? the hand of Maradona went up there, and the referee missed it. Well, maybe if he got the goal, he would have missed it too. Can't say much about that. But
and all England will still be suffering all now.
The pitch here, well, absolutely. The pitch here looks good, folks, and really Montserrat set hosting this FIFA World Cup qualifier. We want to apologize to the folks who cannot be here because of the seat restrictions, but you know it's streaming live on liveisland.net, and you can get it there, and you're listening to live commentary on ZJB as well. Here we go. Wixie, it's a fast pace so far. Yeah. How can we keep up with this one?
A beautiful ball played there by the midfielder to the wings, and they're looking to counter-attack here. Yeah. The Curazo team, good ball played in.
That was a very good through ball, and Montserrat they stayed together really on defense. But honestly, I think they could do a little better in terms of getting to the ball handler a bit quicker. Mrs. Kerry?
Yes, and I noticed that number 7, Riario, is quite active. He's playing very hard on the outside, and we have to look out for him because it looks like he is.
Here's a ball to the Montserrat player. They got a lot of players here now. Let's see, it's 3-6-6, and it looks they're now balanced because they've held the ball a bit too long, we see. But here we see they're trying to attack. They're way down into the Curaçao half. Here is the player on the far side. I think that might be. I will get a number for you, Pops. You're gonna have to help me here. I cannot see any number. I probably need some binoculars because it's a bit dark on that side. I don't know.
But not only that, because of the numbers are black on a green and white surface, it's kind of hard to pick them up.
Well, I'm happy that you say that, Weeksy, because I don't want to go check my eyes. But definitely, you can feel the excitement in the Pops, you want to say something?
The game started at a pretty fast pace. It's pretty even at the moment. Both teams was either slotting some long passes from the back to the front, which we call the attacking third of the field, and so you find a little scrappiness in the start of the play. But I'm certain that it will settle down. And so far, I see the midfielder for Montserrat trying to do just that. But
here's a corner from the outside. Remy got in too deep, and he really should have been back a bit more, but he didn't. And here's Curaçao controlling, but no, intercepted by the captain. I think number 13. I think that's the captain. If you number 13.
Number 13.
Montserrat, number 13?
Number 4 is the captain. It would be Griffiths.
Griffiths, and what's number 13? Because number 13 intercepted that time.
James Comley.
Comley's been here before. Surely, here we see a cross on the far side. Curaçao not really. They look good when they attack, but they really have not had much of the possession, if you want to talk to possession of the ball. But they're settling back on the defense, and really, I want to urge one and all, if you're going to come here, there's still a few more seats here available, so you can come up to the Blake's football field and enjoy some football action.
Some good good sort of passing here by Curaçao, Gregory, and they're trying to now retain possession and probably settle down a little bit, and you see them knocking the ball. But lively start to the game.
Absolutely, and I see my good friend Mr. Skelly. He's trying to get himself in position as well. I think all of us were caught offside. Let's put it in that way. And here we see it's Curaçao. They have number 11. Number 11 looks like very athletic and is in the game.
That's Maria.
And here we see. You can always tell me the name, Mrs. Kerry. Don't be afraid to interject with the name. Here's a play, a good play too, like a fake somewhat, but the defensive player played it well. Here's Curaçao. Well, I can tell you that Curaçao had it deep inside the Montserrat half, and we see a foul by the Curaçao player. I think Montserrat got away with some foul down there too.
Well, I think a little middle elbow to the end, but I think the foul was already committed by the Curaçao player. But a lively start here, Gregory, as I've been saying, and Curaçao looks like they're up to it, especially on the counter attack. So Montserrat would have to be quite alert.
Yes, and the referee clearly played the advantage rather than stopping the game.
Yes.
So that's why Gregory didn't see any reactions down there.
Well, let's see. Here's number 7, Curaçao. They would have to score, and they would have to beat Montserrat here. All they need to score is about 1 goal and keep Montserrat goalless. But nevertheless, even if they get a draw, they would be ahead.
Well, a nil-nil draw would favor them.
Absolutely.
Any kind of draw would favor them. But
I'm not sure about that, because Montserrat got the away goal, but then they won the game, so the win would definitely mean something. But Montserrat only need to score a goal here, and they would definitely have the away goal advantage. I think that's what I've been told.
Well, if they keep them keep a clean sheet,
right? If they keep a clean sheet, after that the mathematics gets a bit complicated, and I'm asking my good friend Pops Morris to get the details of the complication if we start seeing goals being scored here. Here we see it's not really much of aggression. It's more balancing and a little more midfield play. We see as number 2 gets it to number 7. Number 7 gets it back to number 2, and they're playing like a juggling act here.
Well, Gregory, they don't need to push it too much, the Curaçao team, because they're ahead in aggregate 2-1. But I think they'll be seeking that away goal, that precious away goal, but they're really trying now to settle down the game and see what they can do.
Here we say a good play, a good slide tackle by number 15 for the Montserrat team. Very good play indeed, getting it out of touch.
Marvin Farrell
for a throw-in. Farrell sounds like a good title, so Farrell, definitely you can relate to Farrell. Farrell is a good title. I think there are lots of Farrell. There was even a Farrell in the house. Right, so let's see. So maybe family trees are all here. Pops, you're with me?
Yes, we just seen that the Curaçao team is settling down. You notice that they're stringing a few passes together, and the pace is a lot more controllable. I don't know if you see that, Mr. Skerritt.
Well, here's some. Sorry, go ahead.
And clearly, the strategy would be for Curaçao to strike as quickly as possible. When you're in this situation, the coaches usually says you strike.
Here's a cross inside. I have to interrupt you, but that was a good cross, a nice cross, really. And the head of the Montserrat player got up there quickly and got it out. Here's a huge. I don't know what do you call it. The referee said play on. I don't think there was a foul per se.
It was a foul, but he played the advantage to Curaçao. But they didn't take advantage of that. But they fired a shot onto the goal, attempted shot to the goal, but it was off target. And I think they relinquished the possession.
Right, I won't get too deep into the foul call, but what I will say to you, that Curaçao are playing from the end that are playing to the goal that usually scores. But if they don't score, the danger is that when Montserrat do get the opportunity from that other end, if Montserrat was to score on that end, it would be the first goal in any match I've seen scored from this end of the action. So they're playing home advantage as well, but let's see if it works to the advantage. They would have to keep Curaçao scoreless, we see, and also attack to score.
Well, most definitely, Gregory. I think the Montserrat team now needs to see if they can gain some possession of the ball for the last maybe 5 minutes or so. Possession has been strongly in the favor of the Curaçao team.
Yes.
Well, let's see. Curaçao still has it here. Very good ball handling skills demonstrated by the Curaçao team, and don't forget their coach is Patrick Kluivert, Netherlands centre forward, who really was a force to reckon with in English football and also in world football. When you see a coach like that on the bench, you know he's going to ask and demand from his players just as much as he had put on. But our coach here as well, Mr. Lenny Hewitt from Antigua, would definitely want to put that myth aside and say, hey, it's a balanced thing and Montserrat should have advantage here. Well, we are hoping something happens in that regard, but we have to call it as we see it. Curaçao is attacking again. Is a cross that's really undecidedly cleared, really, because the goalkeeper was wondering if he should come, or the defender in the end just headed it out of bound for a corner kick.
Well, that is a safe play, Gregory. I mean, not knowing who was behind him, he had to put his head on it and get it out of play and surrender the corner. But a dangerous corner here. I think I've seen this number 5 for Curaçao whipping some good crosses. We'll see if he'll be able to do the same here.
Well, Javario. Well, Montserrat needs to defend, and they need to defend well. Here we see Javario getting ready to take a corner kick, and he's jostling and juggling and moving and all sort of activity. The referee comes up and wants to have a word. He wants to have a word because he would have seen what we're seeing, Weeksy. And you know they're jostling for position, Mr. Skerritt.
Yes, it's all about strategy. And the important thing is that you want to be able to pick up the ball, and usually they have set plays.
Here's the corner kick.
We'll see if it's a set play, somebody will be coming for it.
It's headed, and
our defenders know you get it out of the area. Popsy, back in our day, you get it out of the area.
Here's a good cross, a good clearance as well by the Montserrat defense, and they get it all the way back up, does Curaçao, to the goalie, and he controls and gets it back out of out of danger, really. But that was not a bad cross, but well cleared by the Montserrat team there, Mr. Skerritt.
Yes, and that is the importance of having your defenders knowing what the job is for tonight. They cannot afford to allow Curaçao to score early. The important thing, you should be going into halftime, and if you're not ahead, they must not score.
Well, Weeksy, I want you to talk about Mason not being a part of this squad, and maybe one or two other players who we would have seen in the last match played here by this Montserrat team. But really, Mason, I thought is a big miss.
Not knowing the situation, I don't know if it's injury related or form related, Greg, but he's not here, and I think the previous captain as well, I'm not seeing him.
Here's an attacking play by the Montserrat team, but defended well by number 3 for Curaçao and out of bounds for a throw-in for Montserrat.
And that's Daryl. That's Latchman.
Latchman. Here we see a quick throw-in taken by the Montserrat team. Crossed, and here we see it's a good cross too, but not finding the head of any Montserrat player. And the Curazo team, they're looking to break, and they're not doing a really good job of it. I think they were not as decided, but maybe I talked too quickly there, Rixie. Maybe I spoke too early.
They're clearly have a plan in counter attacking.
Yes,
and you see each player running to the position that they known position.
Yes,
to get into a real attacking position, Mrs. Skerritt.
Yes, and usually when you have a certain coaching style, you realize that very early they get into set plays once you have a counter.
Yeah.
And everybody runs into their position and they're ready to attack and to do damage.
I think we're about 10, maybe 15 minutes so far, but definitely a very fast-paced start, and both teams trying to settle down, but I don't think they've been allowed to by the other.
Well, I think right now, Montserrat is doing a lot of chasing. The Curazo team is right now possessing more of the ball, whereas earlier in the game, Montserrat had a greater deal of the possession.
Well, what I'll say to Curazo, that is not a good thing, because when we see teams controlling a lot, they end up really not finishing with the result that they desire. So it's in Montserrat's favor for them to control the ball as much as they have. Here we see a foul on number 22. I think it's number 22. Mr. Skerritt, you could tell me number 22 for Montserrat, Pops?
No, yes, I don't
number 22 for Montserrat. All right. Lyle Taylor. So that's a new player as well. I don't remember Lyle Taylor from before. Right. So, new player in Lyle Taylor. Well, picked up a foul. I don't think I see number 7 as well, Reeksy. You remember it was Mason and another player. I'm trying to get his name before. Really, here we see Remy having to do some chasing. Petrus, number 2?
Yeah.
So Remy's not here. Petrus is
Remy is the striker.
Remy is the striker. Here's a ball, but cleared well by number 15. Number 15 for Montserrat. Clearing that ball back, and I'll just get my scorecard, because not my scorecard, my name sheet.
Yes, I'm holding on the
Curazo side. Yeah, you're doing well. You're doing well on the Curazo side. I know you have enough challenges with that one yourself. Here we see a slight tackle, but not effective by number 8 for Curazo, and it's Montserrat. Montserrat, they're on the attack. A long ball. It could cause some trouble, but well cleared by the number 12 defender there for Curazo. Really, that number 22 was getting behind. Was it number 19 for Montserrat?
Yes,
and I'll tell you about number 19.
All right, and that was Martis Shelton who did the clearance there for Curazo on that play.
James Spencer Ware. It was for Weir Daly. Oh, wow. James Spencer Weir Daly. That's the name I see here. And that's a new name as well?
Yes, I think that's a new name as well.
Right. So, a throw-in?
Well, in modern football these days, because of how quick you have turnover and so many exciting players being contracted, we don't worry with who's not there and who's there, Gregory. The team that's on the field, that's a team that is going to play. So we're not looking for those who are not here. We're looking for those who are here and hoping that they can settle down and get into their formations. And I think that is important. Right now they're a little bit off, Montserrat a little bit off, because Curazo have been attacking, punching through the line. And I think they just need to get comfortable, get back into their groove, and do what their coaches told them to do, which is to try to penetrate this Curazo lineup and to get that first goal.
Here's a good flick on, and it could have caused some trouble, but well intercepted there by the Montserrat defender, and we see the ball goes out of bounds, goes to Curazo, but good defending by the Montserrat team, because that was really good footwork.
Yes, and Dustley was trying to collect that one on the line just now, but he wasn't successful. The Montserrat player really nudged him, put some body on him, and kept him out of the way.
Wixie, you got a game on?
It's a game on. I just was hoping that the Montserrat team will be able to settle down, knowing that they're not out of it by any means. 2-1 aggregate. They have an away goal. A goal from them right now will turn the tie in their favor.
Yes.
But we'll see if they can indeed settle down.
Here we see a good break for the number 19. Number 19 is where he takes a lob. Let's see. Oh, just over. I think he's gonna get a corner. But that was good football. He saw the goalkeeper was off his line, and he lobbed it just getting it touched. Well, I think I did saw deviation. I don't know what you saw, Mr. Scary. Something looked like it affected it.
Well, we know Gregory, right? We know Gregory will sit things down there. If you want things to happen.
Well, of course. I mean, I think you want it to happen, but you won't call it. I would call it.
It was a bit cheeky. It was a bit cheeky that time.
Yeah,
but I think it was on because the goalkeeper was off his line and he was trying to lob it over his head, but it takes an incredible amount of skill.
Yes,
especially with not knowing the wind, Weeksy, not knowing the wind factor.
And what I was really looking for was for another Montserrat player coming forward with that one. When one man is making a break, you like to see others running, to be coming forward, put the pressure on. So if you have to bail out and pass the ball, that will happen.
Well, I see some funny movements in front of me here. All of the supporters of the Curazo team got up and does have their pants bottom. I don't know what that means, but whatever it means, it's still going to be the same. That's the same, and I will say that. Here we see Curazo. Let's see what happens to that dusting off. Here we see Curazo number 5.
Javario moving with the ball, right?
Yes, he's passing it deep inside. Here is Petris. Petris a good handling too by number 13. A good leap forward to number 19. He's running hard. Could be trouble. Clear off the line by the defender number 12 for Curazo. But good football again.
In the end, very good defending in the end. But a good break, a good chance there.
And Kenton, I'm still looking for the other thing, which is that player is breaking all the time, moving forward.
Yeah.
I need to see others. We need to see the other forwards supporting. I mean, we know what difference it could make if you have somebody breaking on the left flank and the right flank to give them options.
But Mr. Scary, what I'll say is that play is working for the Montserrat team. It's just that the defending by the Curazo team is just as good, because that play is actually working. He's actually getting behind the defense,
right,
and getting a good
what I'm suggesting that if you have other people in the mix, then it gives that defender something to look at.
Well, Montserrat is not going to give too much in the early stages. They're only going to give you one here, one there. I think that's the strategy. They're looking strategy, Mr. Scarrett. You have to remember strategy. Here we see a foul, a tough foul.
Lovely acting.
I don't think he was given a foul. Throwing in this Montserrat.
Well, Mr. Scarrett, you saw it as it was.
Yes. Beautiful acting.
We've got commentary going to Curazo as well. I want to big up all the folks in Curazo.
Well, that's another infraction by the Curazo team. He was mauling number 22. Is it number 22? And a free kick has been given to
number 19. Number 19. This guy where? You know, there's been a number of ways around.
No, number 2 was the one who was fouled.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, number 18 for Montserrat. Number 18, I'll get number 18 names for you. And it's Dyer, James Dyer. James Alex Dyer.
Taking the penalty there?
He's taking the free kick, not a penalty.
Free kick.
And he's curling. Oh, well, the goalkeeper found himself in a very fortuitous position. But honestly, that one was curling, Weeksy. The wind had that one doing all sort of things. Maybe that's something that Montserrat can look at. Or even Curazo as well. I have to be balanced, Weeksy. I'm trying my best. And you guys got to help me to be balanced. Here is Curazo on the wing again.
Javario again.
And I don't know if that was the best drawn up clearance that you
cardinal mistake. You never head back that ball to your goal.
Don't ever head back to goal. But nevertheless, he might have been calculating, because there were players in front of the goal that it got into, or it got to. Before he got to the goal.
So we see a throw in at the far end here. Gregory to Montserrat, and I think the Curazo team now are a bit leveled off. In terms of their energy, and I think we're seeing a slight shift in time of possession in the game.
Well, I did tell you, here's another long ball, and number 19 again is running and is offside. Well, he might have wanted that ball a bit quicker, but he didn't get it as quick, and he's called for the offside. But really, Weeksy, very number of seats remaining. I'm only seeing maybe about 60 or so seats remaining here. So the stadium is filling up to its capacity, almost to its capacity, Weeksy. And definitely the folks who are getting here, you need to get here now, because you're going to be limited in the amount of seats that are available for you. As we see, not much happening here, not much action, Weeksy.
Yeah, not much action. I think there's no taking a free kick there. The Curazo team, and the back wall is back in play.
Back in play, and back to the. Well, I'm not really sure who you would say have maximum possession on that one, Weeksy. But it's sort of like playing it back and forth right now. Not much penetration going on.
Well, not yet, but I think Curazo right now, I would give them a slight edge in terms of control of the game, and they don't need to do anything spectacular. I'm scared. All they need to do is to handle their business.
Yes,
and they will go through.
And
they
for sure,
will at least win the tie.
They're doing that. They're doing that. Time is on their side, and they just need to make sure that they control the ball and work on their plays. Eventually, the set plays will come to the fore, and you'll see that they're able to build up and then try to penetrate the Montserrat defense.
Well, they just did on that occasion. Number 2 was trying to get it inside, didn't get it to there. Here's number 22 for Montserrat. He runs into a player for Curazo. Curazo is back, and here's Montserrat number 19. He's going to try to get it to him again. Well played there. Let's see if he can connect. Yes, he does. Intercept does the number 12. Number 12 is really playing good defense for Curazo, and really saving them somewhat. Here's number 19 getting it off to number 18. Number 18 getting it on the wing. Montserrat is inside the half, and we see, well.
Yes.
I let Kenton, I'll start with you to describe just what happened there.
Good link-up play by the Montserrat team. They walked the ball from the midfield out to the right flank, Gregory, and the player tried to whip it across, but he was deflected and he went out for a corner kick. So Montserrat has a corner kick.
Well, Montserrat has a corner kick, Mr. Scout. I think Curazo got away from one there.
Yes.
Really, here's Montserrat on the corner kick, lobbed inside. Let's see. It could be dangerous. No, well cleared by Curazo. Headed out first and then cleared out of bounds for a throw-in.
But Mr. Scout, I think that there's different styles in the play here so far. Montserrat is playing more direct.
Yes.
They're getting one touch and trying to lob the ball over, where I see Curazo trying a little bit more linking play.
And getting more people involved in the plays.
Yeah.
And Montserrat really looking for the opportunities, and the strategy is you spot the man, you pass quickly and crisply.
Here's another ball inside, and Montserrat shoots! Oh! Handball, is it? Corner kick. Well, everyone was up there for a handball, but it cleared out, and it wasn't cleared properly by Curazo. And Montserrat, the number 13, I think it is. I'm going to look now. Number 18, Dyer, tried a shot, and it was deflected out. But I thought there was a good shout for handball, but we are far off. We are up in the commentary booth, and we're not down on the ground, so we might not see it as clear as the referee. Here's number 18 for another corner kick. It goes inside, clear to the player there. Here we see, and he's taken down. There's a foul. Let's see, could be the first card. Let's see. The referee runs over and he doesn't say a word. Number 8, it was
a rough challenge, but I don't think he was malicious. I think he went for the ball. There was a collision and a definite foul. Yes. But I don't think was warranted a card.
Well, what I'll say, the player from Montserrat did the right thing. Go down. If you're not sure if it hurt, go down. And he got a very cheeky free kick here now. And let's see. It looks like number 11 for Montserrat. He's going to take it. And again, we see Patrice is up. And you said Remy was the striker. Is Remy on the field?
No, he's not on the team.
Right. Here we see ball crossed in and not cleared out, but Montserrat is right there, flicked in. Well done, well taken down there on the chest. Here's Patrice. Patrice flicks it in the air. He's going to try to get it to the player number 19. Number 19 doesn't hold on to it. Number 22 actually.
Yes.
And he goes out of bounds.
And it's Curaço's ball.
Yeah. Number 22 is Taylor.
Yeah. So a throw into Curazo, but we see again Montserrat looking good. But that goal down there, I don't know what it is that keeps the ball out. But I'm yet to see a ball going there. And I think if Montserrat were able to score that goal in that net, that Montserrat should think that they're going to win this game.
Well, Greg, you have to be very careful to make these kind of statements. It just happened that the last game, nothing, last set of games here, we haven't seen any goals on that.
And here is a good play, good defense, and it's crossed, and oh my goodness, the Curazo defender and the goalkeeper tagged up there and made a save, but really I'm not sure that there was certainty on that one. That was a good play by the Montserrat striker.
Yes, and again the pressure, this is the kind of pressure which Montserrat needs in order to create that opening, and they're doing exactly that. As soon as they get into that within the penalty box, so to speak, men are taking shots. They're not hesitating. They're firing the trigger. They're pulling the trigger. Gregory, they're pulling the trigger.
Wixie?
Again, the crisp movement from Curaçao has settled down somewhat.
Yes.
It's not, they're not as the energy levels are a little bit down compared to maybe 10-15 minutes ago, and you can see now the momentum being shifted slightly towards the Montserrat favor.
For sure, we see a ball played inside, but no damage because it goes straight to the goalie, and he will then reset. And really, they would need to reset because Montserrat, they're applying pressure. Montserrat knows that they have to score weeks here, and they know they have to win this game. So they're pushing everything ahead to try and get that first goal and at least set Curaçao into a different mode.
Well, definitely, and they're trying to space themselves to create, stretch the Montserrat defense so they can get some, to get those link-up plays working the way they want to.
Yes.
But I think so far it's been steady enough defense by the Montserrat team, and it's been very single-minded. Put foot on ball, clear ball.
Yes, yes, for sure.
And more attacking, more precise with what they want to do, Weeksy. And you're seeing the pressure, you're seeing the force saved by the Montserrat team on the goalie of Curaçao.
Yes, and I'm seeing variations of 3-4-3 kind of thing happening with Montserrat, and then sometimes they pull back and let the striker penetrate and the other two follow. So you're seeing some attempts to really break up the defense of the Curaçao team as Montserrat looking here to strike, but Curaçao too holding their own. But I could say in the last 5 minutes we have seen Montserrat really having some attempts on goal, and they were very close to really equalizing things in terms of the aggregate.
Well, Curaçao, they're now on the attack. They're inside the Montserrat half, and they're close to the box. And here we see mistake somewhat. I mean, he couldn't control number 7, I think, for Curaçao, and he gave it up, but it's back with the Curaçao team. Curaçao, they're coming across half line, and we see they would need to reset. I will go back to that, because really they seem to be thrown off by the way, the style in which Montserrat has come at them, and they really had to defend a lot. Here's number 19 again. He's getting just tangled up there with number 12 for Curaçao, and it's clear.
So the two forward players from Montserrat were in the same area.
Yes,
and that's a cardinal thing. One should be attacking, and one should be trying to make a little run.
That is what I see. That's the missing piece in the whole thing right now. But
yes, Curaçao is looking good. They're looking dangerous. Number 7 is all the way up, and he runs into Patrice, who clears it up. Good defending by Patrice, definitely, and that was a bit of danger.
Well, the big man used his asset.
Yes,
his size.
Definitely some danger there in that one, but again, just isolated incidents of attack by the Curaçao team, and
yes, Gregory, and I told you that I was watching Mullins from very early, number 7, because he seemed to be a key in what Curaçao had planned. If you notice, he's out here on the flank, and he works his way strategically into position to be there to try to get to the goal. So we have to look at him as well.
Here's a long ball that is collected and played well by number 6 from Montserrat and cleared to the goalie. We see, maybe you might help me with who's in goal for Montserrat.
Number 21. His
number 21.
Corin Brooks.
Corin Brooks, right? Yes, he's number 1. Yes, number 21. And number 6, let me have a look at number 6 is Williams, Thomas Michael Williams. Here's a ball crossed up into the Curaçao half, and it could be dangerous. Let's see. It's
goal kick.
But again, Montserrat not stepping back. They're not holding back. They're giving it as much as they can, Wixie.
Yes, pulling the trigger. Yes, that's the name. When you're in position, you make sure that the goalkeeper cannot be comfortable. He must always be looking, always just trying to size you up. At the same time, you're sizing him up.
But I would think for a goalkeeper, when there are a lot of bodies in front of you, it's not comforting.
No,
it's an uncomfortable
feeling.
Not
a comfortable feeling at all. And when guys are pulling the trigger like what we have seen, it makes it a little more difficult as well. But Montserrat holding their own in terms of the...
Here is Montserrat again on the attack. The players on the bench get up. They're looking for a score, but you can see that they're excited. Here is the cross inside. Let's see. The goalkeeper gets up. He misses his kick back inside. Inside. Well, everybody's on edge here. That was a bicycle kick, and had he connected, he would have had the goalkeeper out of place, and a good slide tackle by the Curaçao team over there on the far end. But definitely that's the closest danger and the most dangerous play so far.
Yes, Gregory, that play was built up and determined play to get it to the goal and to score. And I mean, the defenders did the best they could, but Montserrat almost found the opening that time.
Well,
here they are again.
Yeah, and the attack. Here this side, and this side. He fell to the foot of a Montserrat player, but honestly, I tell you, that goal, Rixie, I do not know what keeps it out or what makes it not going.
But so, Gregory, if you observe, there were at least 9 Curaçao players close to the goal area at that time. Look at it. They're now making their way back, but they were in full defense.
They're feeling the pressure. They are feeling the pressure of the Montserrat team.
They were in full defense just now. There was not a Curaçao player beyond the half line. Not one.
It's a long goal kick up the field again to the a good play that time between the legs of the Montserrat defender, number 11. It's crossed down to number 9. Number 9. He's trying to get it across. He can't get it across because good defending by number 2 is Patrice. Patrice holds him off and holds back so that his teammates can get back, and they are back. So they are in good defense mode right now. Here we see number 7. Number 7 is Mullins. And here we see number 10 picking up a real not the best foul.
Well, we see a little bit of tempers flaring there. The player from Montserrat is a bit peeved at some of the antics from number 7 Mullen, but he has to be careful. He reached out and grabbed Mullen, but the referee he has been cool. He hasn't presented anything yellow or red as yet. So he's just giving a stern talking to on this occasion.
Yes, he's allowing the game to flow.
Yes,
he's allowing the game to flow. We really have not had much of stoppage time so far. So it's a really good feeling when you see the game progressing like this. I love it this way rather than you're stopping every few minutes for something.
Well, a foul there for the Montserrat team. He interfered with the player. He tried to be a little bit cheeky, and nudged the player while he was in the air, but spotted by both the referee assistant and the ref.
Yes, so he was playing innocent, but at that time definitely he was guilty.
Yes,
he was guilty. Yes. So here we go again with another built-up play. Here is it. Look at the set pieces. You could watch the players, look at their location and see what the plan is. But the defenders are up to any trick here tonight, and you could see the Montserrat defenders, they are keeping their eye on the ball. They are focused. Look at it, Rixie. Every man with their eye in the defense, focused.
And they're not playing too deep.
It's a good play by the attacking player, the number 22 for the Montserrat team. He was intercepted by, I think it was number 8, and out of bounds for throwing.
And that's Luis Duino.
I sympathize with you, Mrs. Garrett. Luis Duino. Anyways, I will follow whatever you say. So here is a cross inside, and it's headed over the top. That was a masterpiece of a play. What a cross!
That cross was whipped in. A few of the crosses from Montserrat have been hung in the air and given the defenders and the goalkeeper time to get on, but that one was whipped in, Gregory, with some pace behind it, and unfortunately the player from Montserrat couldn't get a good head on it, and he lobbed it over the goal bar.
Clearly, in terms of advantage, I think Montserrat have had more shots on goal in this half so far.
Well, we've got action. We've got real action. Here we see Curaçao. They must be stunned. They must be wondering, hey, what did we do these guys in Curaçao? What happened to these guys? Then they're coming at us. They're throwing everything they have at us. But Curaçao, they're still unfazed. They have not been, not unfazed, but they're still holding their own in terms of score.
It's interesting to see. Well, a lot of the Montserrat players are based in England, and they play in an English-style game right here. And you can see the Curaçao team wanting to play the Dutch-style play. So we're seeing clashes of
styles. Right. Well, one of the things I'll tell you, which one will come out on top, is left to be seen.
Well, in recent time, Dudley, they're saying, I'm calling you Dudley now.
Right, that's all right. That's all right. I mean, is Dudley a player?
Yes.
All right, nice. No problem.
In recent time, they have said the Netherlands struggling a little bit. You know, the Netherlands are not doing so well. England also struggling. They had a 1-1.
What another cross! I'll interject there, Mr. Skerritt, because that was another brilliant cross by the Montserrat player. I'll get back to that in a short bit. But here we see they've got it on the right flank. He's beaten 1. He's beaten 2. He's beaten 3. He's inside the box. Well saved by this goalkeeper. But it came back across from the Montserrat player as well. I'm telling you, this is really good football, and that could be a foul and maybe even a card. I'm waiting to see. The referee comes up sternly. Let's see what he's saying.
Well, tell you what.
Yes, the player was really coming hard two players, one for Montserrat, one for Curazo. They're really coming hard. Is it number 7 again in the action?
Number 7 again.
Yes, number
guys,
7.
I know that I am in the middle of the game and I'm ahead of the game, but you guys got to tell me exactly, analyze what just took place on that right flank. Look at that player. That was number 22, dribbling and dribbling and dribbling. Got inside, forced the goalkeeper to save. Here we see again another cross. Remi's inside. Oh my goodness! Well. Petrus is inside. The header got.
That was the best chance. That was the best chance. And he had it just wide of the left.
Don't say that. Don't say just wide.
It was
agonizingly wide.
Eyelash wide.
Right, I will take that. I think I'll take that to the bank. Eyelash wide, we see.
Yeah, man, that was
wow.
And everyone was up. They thought they had scored, and you know, the crowd just sat back down in dejection. But good play so far right now by Montserrat. They are definitely in the ascendancy in terms of possession and chances.
Folks at home, I don't want to make you go for hard checks, but honestly, I am telling you, just the way I'm calling is the way I'm seeing it, and I know these guys behind me, they're seeing it just the same as well. Montserrat, they've come out to play and they're really playing hard. Curazo has been on the back foot for about 10 minutes or so now, or even more than that.
15 minutes actually.
Absolutely on the back foot. About 6 attempts really by the Montserrat team, and very good attempts as well.
And the attempts are getting stronger and stronger.
Yes,
and,
yes.
That was a dangerous one.
They are creating some confusion in the defense for Curazo, and that's what's happening.
I think the direct style is causing them a bit of a problem at the moment.
And if you notice now, they are getting more and more support to defend. If you notice, the centre men are backing up as well, because they realize things are getting hot and tight. Here comes another pass into the area.
Well, Montserrat must have picked up something in Curazo. They must have picked up something. They realize now you just send it long and get it behind the defense, and then you're going to cause trouble. It looks like Curazo now. They're going to come back. They're looking to play hard. He gets it into the goal. The first save by the Montserrat goalie for a long time. Well, I might be the first save of the game. Here's another cross inside. He's straight to the goalkeeper, and he goes out of bounds for a corner kick. Well, just as we thought they were sleeping.
But tell you what, they woke up. What was beautiful about that save, he palmed it away from the goal.
Yes.
And not leaving up a rebound to one of the attacking Curazo players who were hurdling and running rampant into the box to see if they can pick up a cheeky goal, but he denied them by palming the ball wide.
Yes, and definitely Curazo counter-attacking this time.
Here is a cross, a soft corner, crossed inside, kicked out of bounds, and it's another corner kick.
But tell you what, that was a set play. He played it short and trying to get the Montserrat team out.
But guys, I'm telling you, I want you to analyze the fact that the Montserrat team, they're playing as a gel team. They're looking like they've gone through lots of drills and sets, and they've come out and they're playing and they're competing.
But they look fit.
And they're playing with a mission.
Here is another cross inside, and it falls to the foot of one of the Curazo players. It's goal! Well, that means that Montserrat, they're in dire straits.
But yeah, they've given up a goal. They haven't been able to. They weren't able on that occasion to clear the ball, and the good control by the player. Was it number 7? Was it?
Yeah, well,
no, I don't think it was number 7. I think it was number 8. Number 8. He held it well. He got it down on the foot.
He didn't panic. He had
number 3 actually.
Fantastic first touch.
Yeah.
And set up the goal. Get a little space, and he drilled the ball. And as we were saying,
so that was Daryl Latchman. Number 3.
Whenever there are a number of players in front of the goal, it can be
difficult.
Very, very difficult.
We can't blame the goalkeeper just now.
No.
But Nixie, I must tell you all, I'm not going to press the panic button, because I understand exactly what's going on here. And I'm telling you again that end of the field is still renowned for the goal end. So that is not surprising, and we were hoping that Montserrat could have gotten out scot-free without giving up a goal down there. But again, against the run of play,
Weeksy, Gregory, very superstitious. We're not going there.
I can't.
The goal can't score.
I'm only saying
men score.
I'm only saying what is fact, and that's where the goals are scoring. It doesn't matter which team.
Mr. Scott, I agree. We do not go down that road. That's a lonely road for us.
Well, I'll try it on my own. The score on 1-0 in favor of Curaçao. Montserrat there on the back foot. So now it's 3-1 on aggregates for Curaçao.
There's a need for a quick counter punch right here now. A quick counter punch before the halftime. That is what is necessary now. So I believe we're going to be seeing some changes in regard to the approach.
Number 3, Latchman. Right. Number 3, goal by number 3, Daryl Latchman. Here's Montserrat penetrating. Good defense there. The referee had the whistle in his mouth, so I know he's going to call foul. But that again was a long play by the Montserrat team, and it did have penetrating tendencies again, but then good defense by the two Curaçao defenders.
Yes. And Gregory, we have had opportunities, so we can't really stay here now and kind of shrug our shoulders. We have had opportunities, and I believe that the players can build up again and do something. Well, the important thing now is not to allow Curaçao to score another goal before halftime. Well, that's not happen.
Well, here we see a good ball. They're defending hard too, and they're coming back at us, and they're going back and forth. Here we see Curaçao controlling. They're looking more sprightly. They have more energy. They're prepping their step, and they're playing like they're in charge. Yes. Well. What can a goal do?
Funny what a goal can do.
Here we see great mind sticker like. Here we see long ball again up inside the Montserrat half. Here we see interception by the Montserrat players. They're not really going forward with as much confidence as before there was a goal. But here we see number 9 gets it to number 10. Number 10 gets it inside to number 11. Number 11 can be dangerous. He crosses inside, and it's saved by the goalkeeper and outside by Remy. But again we see Curaçao looking dangerous, forcing pressure saves from the goalkeeper. Here's a cross inside, and it goes wide. Wide left.
Yes.
Well, now that they have that goal, that precious away goal, you see them freeing up, and they're really going to be breathing now.
They're breathing.
Yes,
because that had to be the strategy coming into this game.
Yeah.
If you're going to score 1-1. Any kind of aggregate situation.
Well, I will ask Mr. Morris to look into the stats there. Here is a ball crossed, and it's played up by the Curaçao player, and it goes out of bounds for a corner kick. But Mr. Morris, you'll have to check now. How does it stack up in terms of what do we do? How do we win? How does it work from here?
The reverse.
Well, I would say reverse, Weeksy, but honestly, I don't know.
Yes, Gregory.
2-1 in our favor.
I'm trying to assist you here with your throat.
2-1 is a tie.
Yes, but I think there is a chance for the Montserrat team to still peg back, still early days still.
Yes.
And but I think what is happening here is that Petrie is that number 2 for Montserrat.
Number 2, yeah.
Yes, I think I think somebody else need to do just a little more, because he's all over.
Yes.
And he can't be at 3 and 4 places at the same time. So here's there was a corner from Montserrat. Curaçao clears it out to number 4 for Montserrat, who tries to put it back into the area. Right.
Yes, and just playing a little bit of ping pong there, but finally settling down for Montserrat, who plays it back to the keeper.
Yeah. Yes, Gregory. So just to answer your question, yes, I think it's early days still, and it's just that that would any goal would have knocked a little win out of you. You understand? I mean, so it's just a matter of regrouping.
Absolutely. Well, here we go. Well, Montserrat needs to regroup and start scoring some goals. I won't say they have to wait until after the half. They would need to start right now. Get it back at least a bit closer. That away goal is a dangerous goal. Here we see a play by the defense, and it's inside. Oh my goodness. Well. I am praying. I am hoping. That one fell, and it fell. That was a good shot. Well, guys, you gotta help me here. Weeksy, I know it's pressure. It's pressure inside this here. Wow.
Again, the play was built up on the right wing, and we had a lovely cross in. Then the shot was taken, and I tell you, it was a great save by the goalkeeper to halftime.
I think
halftime.
Before we do that, I have to do something here. We have to tell you who the officials are. Victor Gaza is the match commissioner, FIFA match commissioner. The referee indeed is Harris Rodfield from Trinidad. Richard Ainsley, the assistant, is also from Trinidad. Also from Trinidad, the second assistant is Wales Caleb. The fourth official is Taylor Trevor from Barbados, and the referee assessor Donald Campos out of Nicaragua.
You have latched on to that goal side, and I'm not gonna.
No, you don't have to go there. I'm walking all road by myself.
We will see.
The facts remain. Since I've been here giving commentary, that's where the goals are scored. So now Montserrat will go on a goal feast. That's what I'm hoping now. We will be going on a goal feast. We've had the kicks. We started, and we're going towards the. Well, let me tell you, we're going to the south because the pitch runs north-south. So before Montserrat was going north, now we're going south. I don't know what happens up north, but it looks like we're better off going south. So let me put it that way, Mr. Skerritt. And we seem to be a little bit tangled, but we'll get detangled in a bit. And once yes, I think the headsets are being cleared from the handheld mic. And we have two balls. I think they'll have to blow one off, or one is off right now.
Yes.
And it goes out of bounds for throw in for Montserrat. Well, we're in deep down south. We're deep down south, Montserrat here. I'm trying to get my bearings. There's a lot of activity, movement through the doors, and well, we have all sorts of movement going on. But we are still going to try to call again. Here we see number 6. It's number 6 for Montserrat. He's trying to beat the number 5 player. He does so well, and there's a cross. Let's see, could be troublesome. He did get it inside. He got it to the player there. The player number 11 for Montserrat. Number 11 controls down there on the far end. I think we're still on the break. Really, we're trying to get our bearings right here. But let's see. I think my good comments. People, they're having a little bit of a breather and a little bit of a refreshment. But as we see, and it's Curazo on the break. Curazo breaking well into the house. Oh my goodness. Well, I wouldn't probably think that if Montserrat couldn't score over there, that they were going to score. But that was a plain open goal that he had to kick in there, Pops, and he kicked it over the net.
Yes, and as I said earlier on, accuracy going to determine the outcome of this game. You've got to be putting those shots on goal this time, because as I said, the energy level going to go down. The feet's going to be asking for more water or whatever. But let's see, Gregory.
Well, we got to see. Here we see the bounds and number 22 Taylor, I think it is, on my number 22. Number 22 is Taylor on my.
Yes,
Taylor, right. Here we see Montserrat getting up inside. Let's see, controls inside. It does well. Control does number 22. Number 22 kicks it inside, and it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. But whatever he tried, he did well to chase it down.
He was trying to get a corner.
A cheeky corner.
Trying to get a cheeky corner, but it didn't work at that point.
I'm just saying, cheeky stuff. You already did all the hard work. Don't try anything cheeky after that. And then he turned over. You call it a turnover, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Right, you do have turnovers. Yes. So Curazo, they have possession, but I'm excited because Montserrat is kicking to the side that I think is more conducive for goals, and I don't know if I'm on my own still, Pops.
You're entirely on your own, Greg.
Right, well, I'm still on my own, but either way, the facts remain. Until a goal is scored down there, I am not wrong.
I agree.
And I don't want it to change tonight. Right, so let's get a goal feast in where the goals are usually scored. That's all I'll say. Here we go. Montserrat there on the break now. They have one, and it's into the hands. I thought that was a handball, Pops, but not called. And let's see. Montserrat gets it back, intercepts. It's ball in the middle, and here we see it's passed up to the player for Curazo. Curazo, number 12, he's limping and might need to have some attention, but they're going to have all the gimmicks coming here now, Pops, because they're up 1-0, and they will be doing everything to ensure that they go away with at least 1-0 or 1-1. Here we see a good play by number 11 to number 19. Number 19 has it. He gets it and he's trying to beat the player. Let's see, he doesn't do so, but he gets it back to number 13. Number 13 for Montserrat has it. He's dribbling, doing well too. Needs some help. He has to get some help.
Yes.
And he goes all the way back. Here's the ball crossed high. Let's see, stays out of bounds, too high, and that really took the air out of a really promising play that looked like when he started.
Yes, Gregory, just a little bit too slow a while ago on the Montserrat attack. I think that he should have gotten that ball into the box as quickly as possible, because if you notice the midfielder number 10 for the Curazo side, he lost his footing, and so what you want to do is to get that ball into that box as quick as possible and create a little confusion.
Yes.
Here we see out of bounds by the Curazo team. Montserrat has it, and number 6, he lobs it up, doesn't get it all the way up, gets it to the player for Curazo. Number 5 has it, gets it to number 8. Number 8 passed it all the way on the far side, so there was an overbalance that time, Pops, and they really capitalized on it. They forced it on the opposite side of the field, and they're doing a better bit of controlling, really.
Yes, and as I said earlier, I think that would be the strategy coming from a world-class player as their coach, is to patient, slow down, and
slow down the game, spread the ball. Spread the ball, look for your opportunities and strike.
And on the other hand, I'm hoping that Montserrat would say, hey, look, put 2-3 guys inside and get that ball into that box.
Well,
because that's the name of the game.
Well, let's try that long ball. That long ball has done some damage, but not really the type of damage that they would have hoped. And here we see a miss by the Curazo number 5 defender. Well, what is going on here?
I think there's going to be a substitution. That's the signal. I
thought that was Montserrat's ball. I mean, clearly we went off of Curazo.
All right. The referee on field would have to give the permission.
So Mr. Skerritt now has some names for us.
Yes, I'm trying to find number 4.
Number 12 is coming off, the defender who I thought was limping.
Right, and number 4.
So you got number 12?
Number 12 is Shelton.
Shelton is coming off, and number 4. You haven't seen number 4.
I haven't seen number 4.
Take your time.
Okay, it looks like Jason.
So Jason is going on for Shelton. First substitution of the game.
Yes.
So definitely
a big guy for another big guy.
Well, they're all big guys. I haven't seen one small guy yet. Here is interception by number 22. Number 22 runs up and he's tackled out of bounds. Number 23 actually for Montserrat. Number 23 we got McDonald. Here we see it's going to be crossed inside. Let's see. Oh, come on, that was a foul, and he did call it because he had a shove in the back and he was attempting to cross at the time, so the referee could not have missed it, and he really was intentional that push. Really, do they have yellow and red cards still?
Yes.
Well, the referees are pretty lenient, and that's another thing that we haven't seen much of here. Well, and we want to keep it that way.
Gregory, you have to look up the afterplay.
Yes.
When a guy goes down and looks like all hell broke loose, and then they jump up and take off again, that's not it.
Okay, we got number 13 on the ball. It's a free kick. Montserrat there in a dangerous point. Here we see a puck out. Oh my goodness! Handball. What has happened here? Well. Somebody tell me. Just please describe that to me. It was on the foot of the offside, was it? Well, I'm not sure. I have not been able to understand exactly what transpired, and you guys are quiet behind me. I don't know what's going on.
Well, what happened? I think we had the free kick. 2 men went forward.
Yes.
And it was for them to control and to beat the goalie. And for some reason, they seem to have fouled up the play. So,
I think the other thing that the referee was looking at is a bit dangerous as regards to the Montserrat player at the time lifting his feet. His foot with the goalie a bit too close.
Yes.
And I think the FIFA rules nowadays is that they protect those goalies a lot more nowadays. Right.
So, let's see. The game is in a balance, and here we see the Montserrat player runs into number 5. Number 5 is saying something. Number 5 is saying something, and there's some pushing. Number 5 and number 23 don't like it. There was some pushing before, and there's more pushing. There's more pushing. There's even more pushing, and they're trying to balance. But I mean, let's see. Common sense to be here, please.
Yes. I mean,
tempers flaring up, energy in the game. No damage done just yet, and we're not looking for any damage, but there are tempers.
Yes, Gregory.
Call it as you see it.
The Montserrat player at the point in time there thought that he was being overplayed by the Curazo defender, and so he do a little push, and both of them went after it. But I think the referee got into it a bit quickly, so I think that has been. Let's see what's going on.
Well, there's a conference with the officials,
and he's going to make a decision. I think he's going into his pocket. And
finally,
he's going into his pocket, and he's calling number 8.
And yellow card.
And yellow card.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, I hope that the Montserrat player don't get the red card.
Well, I think he's going to be going to the. Let's see now. Let's not call it too quick.
No.
Okay, he puts it back in.
yes.
He puts it
but
back
now
in.
here comes the Montserrat player.
But he better get out of the way. He better get out of the way. I knew he thought he was going to get a yellow card, and he's walking up to the referee bleeding, and it was nothing like that. Here we see a cross, and it's way out of bounds. Kicked out of bounds.
Yes.
But definitely some tempers flaring up there.
Adrenaline.
McDonald wasn't too happy with how he was fouled.
Yes, adrenaline rush now at this time, Greg. Well,
you would expect all sorts of energy and adrenaline rush as the game gets closer to the deciding factor.
Right.
Let's see. Montserrat crosses on the far flank, and Pops will be speaking about that. Yes.
I
knew you were going to come
now dropping into the box.
And here we see 2 Montserrat players. McDonald has it. Crossing
into the box.
Oh, well, what was he trying there? I thought he should have controlled it a bit better. He had space, and he could have controlled it. Here we see it's crossed over to the Montserrat on the far flank, but definitely good long ball that time. They had control and rushed it, Pops. I thought there was some rush. Here we see again. This could be trouble somehow. McDonald goes up. Not McDonald, but
am I calling it right?
Guys, you got to help me. Number 22, I'll tell you, Taylor, really, it was on his toe.
You want me to help you there, Greg?
His toe tip. Pops, you got to tell me what happened.
Let me tell you what happened. And I think that's the only way that the Montserrat will come back, could come back in this game. If you notice, there was a square pass out, right? Got enough space to see where he's going to be slotting the ball and dropping in that back of the defender for the Curazo side, and problems right away.
Right away. Need those guys up front now to start working that ball properly. When they get the pass, you got to work it. You can't afford to be going up front and then missing the shots. So well, this is the time for it now.
What I said, there has to be some calming of oneself. Here's another good attempt. It could go to a Montserrat foot. No, it goes to a Curazo foot, and it's cleared out. But definitely, again, Montserrat is playing good football. We can't take it away from them, but they're not converting. Pops, you know what I'm talking about. You know you could play the hardest game. We saw it against, was it the Bonnier team?
Yes.
And they played their hearts out, and at the end of the day came up goalless and really got knocked out of a competition which they dominated in the first leg and the second. We are hoping that they can convert and find a way to convert. Here's Curazo with a corner. Nevertheless, again against the run of play.
Yes, Gregory, and calling it right early on. There was some confusion for the Curazo defense, and so Montserrat had an opportunity. And another thing I'm seeing there that can work, Mr. Skerritt, is that there were 3 Montserrat players around the up front, and as I said, they have to be loading more than 1 and 2 players into that box.
Of course, they have to be front loading, as we say. They must be front loading, and they have to make up their mind that when that ball gets in there, somebody has to take responsibility and put that ball in the onion ring.
Yes, right. In that bag.
Onion bulge.
Yes. In that. Call it what you like. I like that. Onion bulge.
Onion bulge. You gotta put it there. You gotta put it there.
Well, it's Curazo. They're in a dangerous spot here. Corner. Let's see. We got some movement. A lot of movement. Here we see a cross inside, and it's dropping. Good clearance by the Montserrat team. They're looking to control. They're not just looking to kick it anywhere.
All right.
See, it's gone up and it's past one. He's going to try to play it back to the referee, not to the referee, but to the goalie, and he does so well. But he's not back behind the line. He's going to have to clear it. He's doing something. Let's see if Montserrat gets it and sends it all the way back down. It's
Petrie.
Yes,
Petrie.
And he sets it onto the Curazo players, and it's no real damage. It's now in the middle of the field. Curazo has possession.
Right, and that was Javario passing off there. Good
football too.
And Javario again running on the left. That's number. Yes, it is him, and he's trying to get around the Montserrat.
He does get around, but he can't really get. And he goes out of bounds, and it's a yellow card. This time to number 23. He was playing for it. He's still there, and I think the referee, the coach is noticing that he has to make a sub. Number 12 is gonna make. Come on, I'm sure Willa will be coming on for number 23.
Yes, you got to get him off the field. He's becoming too emotional, and he's not using.
He's still there. He's not. Not only this, he's not even listening, and his player.
And he can end up getting the red card now, which puts Montserrat in a difficult situation.
Absolutely,
because we'll be down one player. So he needs to use common sense at this time.
Well, he can't afford this. Coach can't afford this.
Coach got to get him out of there.
Number 12, Miller, is running back up to the bench. He's got to ask for the substitution. I think the goalie should hold the ball here. Hold on to the ball, goalie. Goalie doesn't hold it. He passes it up, gets it up. Number 19 is putting pressure. Let's see. Number 19 has pressure and gets pressure. Corner kick. Well done, number 19. Real pressure. He was 2-on-1, and he really stretched them hard and forced the corner kick. Number 23, who's running up for the corner kick, he doesn't even know he's going to be subbed. And I'm sure, oh no, well, I got it wrong. Let's see, number 11 is coming off. Henry is coming off, and Miller is going on. Miller, well, the coach saw it differently.
Well, I guess they maybe like the spirit, but you have to temper that spirit with what is going on here now, because if he continues in this aggressive mode and he ends up with the red card now, Montserrat could be at a disadvantage, and we cannot afford that going into these final few minutes.
Miller has number 12 on his back and some pretty gold shoes, gold boots. They call them in football, Pops, boots.
Yes,
they're boots. They're not really boots in the normal boot sense. Here we see Petrie getting it good at his cross. Oh my goodness, here we go again. Well, what do they have to do to get some goals in those? Well, to get something in the bulge?
Yes. Yes. Well, I tell you, Gregory, they have been just at there or thereabouts. And every time our spirits start lifting, something happens. So I'm still hopeful. We're going to do it. Yes.
Well.
And if you're listening in Curazo and you're saying, well, what is happening down there? The Curazo team, they are playing very stout defense as well. So we have to give them some credit for that. But at the same time, Montserrat have been knocking at the door and just keep on missing these shots. So we're hoping something will change.
They got to stop knocking and just break down the door. I mean, it's getting out of their hands here. They're down a goal, and they actually lost the first leg as well. So here we see a cross up to the player there, flip back to him, and good interception by number 8. Number 8 gets it to number 9 for Curazo. Curazo gets it on the wing to number 11, but too hard was that pass, and it's out of bounds for a throw-in. But Montserrat, they don't need to push the panic button, but they need to convert. They're getting the opportunities, but they need to make them count. This is not a warm-up match. This is a match that is for your livelihood, your life. Here we see Curazo. Pops, you're into this game. I mean, I can't get you to say a word. What's going on? Say something to me, Pops.
Yes, Gregory. I think the Montserrat team probably in the attacking third of the field need to make what we call an extra pass.
Yes.
I think they are turning. They're trying to shoot in off balance position. So if the support is there, all you have to do is make extra, and then you can get a better shot off.
Yes, and the center need to be supporting a lot more as well. Yes. I noticed they're building up the play, but the center needs to be supporting and bringing that ball forward.
Here's number 5 for Curazo. Passes it all the way over on the left flank, Pops, which is what you've been asking for the Montserrat to do. Here is a wicked shot, but blocked. Well, I can tell you that player will have a somewhere. That one was rocketed into him.
Yes, and it went out there. But then there's just a casual touch from one of the Curazo players to the Montserrat goalie, and Montserrat come away with it. Number 6 it is, who gets it into the middle, and middle control it well.
Here's number 18 for Curazo, for Montserrat. Montserrat is attacking again. Here we see a pass to McDonald. McDonald can't get it. It goes out of bounds for a throw-in to Curazo. Well, both referee and lineman says throw into Curazo, and definitely Curazo, they're doing what they came to do. They're definitely doing what they came to do. They know they're up 1-0, and they're really trying to hold off Montserrat at all costs. And really, maybe the excitement of the whole situation is that you would want to see that the home team get even more competitive by scoring a goal and making the whole situation more competitive. But Curazo, they're on top, and they're up 1-0. 1-0 is the score, and we're into the second half of action here at the Blake's football field. Really pops Montserrat, they hard press. They would have to go all out now, and Curazo, they're just doing what their coach Patrick Clivert has been sending the messages to the area again, and they're trying to penetrate again the Montserrat final third, and they got it a bit too heavy on
yes,
that one.
And the Curazo side would appear as if they're sticking to their strategy, clumps of trees that we call triangles, and so that they have more ball possession, more time running off the clock, and so forth. And so on the other hand, the Montserrat as a team needs to put that ball to the back of the defenders, running into the to the attacking third of the field, into the box, and have some support coming.
Well, here we see Montserrat now
space.
intercepting. This is number 19. Number 19 gets it. Here is number 23. Number 23 has played hard in this quarter. Here we go. Number 23 is up. He crosses the line. Let's see. Yeah! Goal! Substitution, Miller. Goal! Well. And that was the extra pass that you spoke about earlier.
Thank you.
And that one went in. That time it went in. I did tell you all, goals are coming, because that end of the field is all about goals. So Curazo will have to be stout. They will have to be strong to stop the flow of goals, because Montserrat showed on the other end that they were willing to attack and get it close, and they got a lot of opportunities. So Curazo now, they're on the back foot. Montserrat still has some work to do, but Curazo, they would want to think that if they can hold Montserrat even to 1-0, they will walk away qualifiers here.
Yes, Greg, for a moment I thought you were on the field, but on the other hand, I'm calling it, it's because if I'm calling it a bit right there, Eugene, that extra pass and support in that box can help them.
Yes, for sure. And we know as players what a difference it makes. Yes. Look at the energy level right now.
1-1. Here's number 23. There's trouble here again. Number 23. He's attacking, and he's done a little bit too much.
And you don't need, and the coach is upset. And right, the Montserrat coach is upset, because you see what is working. Yes. Why you do control. Yes. What you need to do to get that ball back square and let somebody get it into the box, and three guys run.
And guys, I must tell you that Patrick Clivert, he's up on his feet. So definitely you can see that he didn't really happy about that score. And let's see, it's out of bounds. Montserrat throwing, but number 23, when I was calling for him to come off the field, really he did well, and you could see that he's been playing good so far. Here we see him out of bounds now, and the referee says Curazo ball. So Curazo 1-1. We got the score 1-1, and it was Miller, who the substitute actually, who came on and took that extra pass and really sent it. And that was the difference. That pass, the goalkeeper was looking for the shot, because he was used to the first shot. Yeah. But then the extra pass came, and then he couldn't handle it, because it was on the wing, and he was already committed to a save on this side. Here we see number 10 for Curazo. They will look to run here now. It goes right outside, and it's going to be a goal kick. Curazo, they would want to score another goal, and that would put endless pressure back on the Montserrat team, because that means they would probably have to score 3 more goals in order to get past Curazo, because 2 it would be more goals away, and the away goals do damage. They really are like a dangerous weapon. Here we see some fancy footwork. There was some triple team, double team, and quadruple team. And it's Curazo on the far end. Here is number 6. Number 6 flicks it in, but can't get it past the Montserrat defense, and it's going to be a goal kick. Yes. Goal kick pops, and really,
well, the word is that what works for you can also work against you. And so the Curazo team at the time, but maybe just a little bit sitting back, just executing what they're supposed to execute, but not with much intensity. And here Montserrat creeping in, using the extra man and getting the goal. But at the same time, they're still sticking to their strategy.
And using the fresh feet.
Yes.
They're looking good again. Here they are penetrating again, but not going through number 19 this time. And the goalkeeper was allows it to run out, and definitely. Yes. Again, you can see that the energy out there, the energy on the field, you can see this game means a lot. Curazo wants to take it all, and Montserrat is wanting to stay in it. The aggregate looks a little more closer now, but Curazo would still be ahead somewhat, because they would have scored an away goal as well and equal it out. So Montserrat would need to score goals. Curazo would want to get another away goal. So all to play for here. You see a pass, 12 has it. Number 12 hits it into the hand of the defender. Defender does not get it, and it goes out of bounds for a throw-in. Montserrat inside the Curaçao half. Here we see a long pass again, and let's see, it's intercepted, and a good play. The referee allows play to go on, but that was a dangerous tackle. It wasn't a two-footed tackle, so he got away with it. Here is Petrie was able to clear it, but the Curaçao players are still sending it in. It goes off the head of number 6 to number 23. Number 23 beats one, and is well. The referee still doesn't make a call. He's looking back. Here is number 6. Number 6 to number 9. Number 9 crosses, and it could be trouble. Well. He got it, and it's a goal kick. But the goalkeeper had a save that time. My commentators behind me there. I don't know. We have another substitution coming. Number 19 is coming out, and number 8. Number 8 going in for Montserrat. Let's see. Number 8. Number 8 is Woods Guns. Garnis, yeah. Maurice Bradley Woods going on for number 19, and number 19 is James Daly coming up. James Daly Weir. So fresh leg again for Montserrat, and Curaçao still have 2 substitutions left. Here is a high kick by the Curaçao goalie, the Montserrat goalie actually, but it's an infringement on the far end over there, and Curaçao gets possession. 1-1, and I'm to tell you that I'm not quite sure how the aggregate score goes. I know Montserrat has scored 2 goals so far, and Curaçao has scored 3, but I think that is how it is. It's actually that. It's 3-2. So Montserrat would need to score, and when they score it would be 3-all. So that is what it is. Here's a push, and could be called, and definitely there was. Oh my goodness, number 6, it goes against the grain there. I think they were looking for that call to be in favor of Montserrat, but Curaçao gets it, and really everyone on the edge here, because this is a game on. One more goal, and definitely we have a setting that everyone dreams of in a football encounter or football series. Really good football on both teams' behalf. Really, here we see intercepted by number 8. Number 8 gets it. Number 23, the danger man has it again. He pushes off, goes in. Let's see, crosses. Well, let's see, comes across. Does number 12. I'm really scrambling for numbers here because it's so hard to see the numbers, but that was a good cross there, Pops, and he got it in the right area, but the number 12 could handle. Here's number 23. Number 23 takes possession. Number 22 actually. Here you see number 23 now, and he can't control. My goodness! But pressure. Lots of pressure.
Yes, I see the coach looked on the bench, and number 3 is saying, look. Number 23 is saying, look, I'm not so sure if I'm going to continue. The coach is saying the same thing, Gregory, and I think somebody's up. I'm not so sure who he will sub, but I think number 23 it might be him. But at the same time, the Curaçao team is still on the attack. I think their pace has picked up a bit in terms of the defense, and they need to do so because they noticed that the Montserrat team probably has what it takes now to actually get another goal, and they're looking to put that ball, the Montserrat team, to put that ball in that box. But
it's all about scoring goals. Yes. They have to look to score. They can't just look to play it out and allow Montserrat to get ahead, because the danger is if that Montserrat scores again, most likely that they will be looking to press home their advantage or their home field advantage. But let's see, Curaçao will have our ideas. There's a good pass inside to number 8, gets it to number 22. Number 22 is controls and he gets it out of bounds for a throw-in. But really a good pass time by number 8 to number 22. Here again, here you see a cross inside. Oh, the goal is right there. That was a bit too hard. A beat on that one, and it went all the way inside. I'm not hearing you, Mr. Skerritt,
because I'm looking at something that I picked up. Number 9 and number 23 appear to be getting into it again, just on the touch line here.
Right.
And I was saying that is not good at this stage of the game.
Absolutely.
Do not want them to bait you into getting a penalty or getting something here at this time. So number very physical.
Number 23 McDonald seems to have a little bit of a temper, really.
Yes, and Feliciano not taking it. He's playing. He's a tough guy, number 9, and he's making sure that McDonald knows that he's not accepting. So it's a little bit of rough play, but all that is part. We know that's part of soccer. It's part of football. You're in there. You have to be physical. The physicality is important, and you have to be able to read the game and know that when we're getting close to crunch time, you cannot afford. And
here's a good play. Number 22 got it on the foot but couldn't control. Well done there by the defender from Curaçao, and he goes out of touch for a throw-in. But a good defensive play by the number 8 and number 4 players for Curaçao to stop number 22 Taylor. Here's a throw-in. It's not the best of throws, but he got it in nevertheless. Here we see number 23 McDonough crosses. He gets it to the far end. Number 12 is there. Gets it back in the middle, but no, there's nobody. No one in the middle there. We see here. We see again a poor clearance by the Curaçao team, and he could have gotten a foul there. Here's a good play again. Good football by number 6. Number 6 crosses inside it. It could be troublesome. Intercepted, and it's offside.
I think he's saying his boots is up. Or
yeah, the boots was up.
Play. But I think the ball was there to be to be played. I think it was. He has the right to go for the ball. I think there's a little bit too quick with the whistle there. The referee is the referee himself. But Gregory Montserrat really dominating. I know number 23 is complaining for tired legs. But I think he has a little bit of a spark.
Yeah, and I think it's all that physical thing that he got into earlier.
Yes.
That is basically telling on him now.
But he's not the fastest.
No,
but he's determined. Coming down that flank, he means he's like a bulldog. He's rushing it through and he's pushing off any defenders.
And this is a critical part of the game and point.
I think we're about 20-25 minutes into the second half.
And I said that's why I say it's a critical. We have to
roughly. I think we're around the 70-minute mark. Yes. We have to be close to there.
It's heads up time now because this is where that other goal that you don't want to be scored can be scored. Yeah. So Montserrat have to just keep on putting the pressure. Don't ease up, defend hard, and put the pressure.
Well, number 23 is really throwing some elbows, and again he has to be a bit careful because he is on a yellow card.
We got a substitution, number 10.
But really,
number 10 is coming off.
Number 10 is coming off. So number 14,
and that's Vidal
coming off.
Yes, going in. Number 10. Number 4. And number 14 is Shannon coming off. Vidal going on.
No, actually, number 10 came off.
Number 10 came off? So number 10 would be Vidal.
Right, came off, and Shannon went in.
And Shannon went in.
Right. So we got it right. Right, here we see now the player from Montserrat number, and here we see again, Montserrat is leaping out the front. The offside flag goes up. He was
ahead. I think he's complaining, but from my perspective, I think he was slightly offside.
Absolutely.
But then strikers are never offside in their own minds.
Oh no.
Absolutely, they're never offside. They always think they be cheated when the offside flag goes up. But definitely, I want to big up all the folks in Curaçao and to tell you that your team is playing in their heart out here for you. But Montserrat as well, they're playing just as tough, and it's really a good game. It's gonna be a real exciting finish. Here's number 14, the player that just came off. He's looking fast. He had a bit of a handball there. I think the referee didn't see it. He was in the position to see it. And here we see number 14. Number 14 is cleared by Petrie, number 22, and number 23 is really, oh my god, and this is trouble. This is trouble. Number 23. No.
He's gone?
No, but he's doing a lot of things that can act.
I think that's the last warning.
The coach.
That's going to be the last
I think the coach has got to be prudent here. The coach
said something. He's going to get it. Instead of walking away,
I think the referee is doing his very best. I'm impressed with the referee. He's really trying to keep things under control. And number 23 really that hot blood. I don't know where he's come from, the volcano, Gregory.
Well, I don't know. He's a Montserrat, so you can expect that. But I'm just saying.
And he's still joining with the referee. The referee is telling him to step back.
So who's the captain out there? I think the coach has to pay attention here because he can lose a player, and we don't want that. We don't want that to be the imbalance that's created from McDonald's behavior. Here's a corner kick. It's gone offside. His offside flag is up.
Yeah,
that little break might be welcome.
The captain really needs to get over to him. Who's our captain?
But number 4 weeks he has told me is number 4. It's Griffiths. No. But I haven't seen Griffiths on the field for
Anthony James. He came off, didn't he? No, then he wouldn't be the captain.
No, Griffiths was.
Anthony James. Yes, Anthony James Griffiths is captain.
Right.
Number 4.
Number 4. I haven't seen number 4 come off. Here we see McDonald tries to do something fancy. He's really getting involved in the middle of everything.
Yes, he has been involved.
I'm wondering if he's Irish.
He's been a key feature to this
Coach
whole thing.
Coach Witt's head is
he's like a Roy Keane. I think he's playing a little slight edge, you know.
A bit more Robbie Savage style stuff. Well, he's coming now.
Well,
so
that's
somebody's going on. I'm going to tell you, somebody's going to go on.
Yeah, Gregory was telling me how quiet I was,
tired,
but it's because I picked up a little thing going on between him and number 9, and I was saying, goodness gracious, he knows that he came very close to getting a card, and here he was with number 9 getting into it. And I'm saying, goodness, I mean, he's not reading this game, because you don't want us to be in that situation now where you can't pull back with just one more goal. All we need.
One more goal.
One more goal.
Well, Curazo would not want to hear anything about that.
Yes,
so let's see. Curazo is on the far flank. They've tried to get it past Petrie, but Petrie is there. Number 2 gets to number 12. Well done there. Good football. Gets to number 8. Number 8 gets it on the far side. Let's see.
Somebody needs to come.
Somebody needed to come. He was trying to cross it all the way over to the other side. That was, here's number 8 again. It's number 8.
Somebody.
Gets it to number 23. The danger man has it. Here we go. Football. He crosses it in, and let's see. He did a lot of fancy footwork, so I would just say football. But he was looking good.
A few step over.
Well, I mean, come on. He looked football. It was football. I wouldn't want to say anything else. You know, if you don't have the amount of words right there.
He is winded. You look at number 23. He's down there. I think he's starting to cramp up a lot. He's definitely struggling. I think someone's out there giving him some water. I know he has to tough it out a little bit. I don't think they want to sub him at the moment.
No,
because he is actually quite effective. Apart from his temper,
he's bringing energy.
He's bringing a lot of energy and
energy
and the spark. He has that little spark, and that's what Roy Keane and the Robbie Savages are like.
Yes, they have a role to play.
Yeah, they have a role to play. Lewis Clifton is on for number 15. Lewis Clifton for Montserrat is on.
And that's the final sub?
Yes, the final sub.
So they're going to go all the way with number 23.
Yes, and Farrell comes off. So Clifton goes on, and
Farrell comes off.
And there was a substitution for Curazo as well. I didn't see the numbers.
Okay.
But let's see. Here's a ball in the middle. It could be dangerous. Let's see. No, well cleared by the Curazo defense, and he gets it up high. Number 13 gets it from Montserrat. Gets it down.
Got to get a touch on that.
Well, he kicks it out of play. Well, that's really kicked out of play.
I think that's in Antigua.
Well, that was a hard kick.
That was en route to Antigua.
Curazo player said, "Get out of here! Get out of here!" Here's another cross inside. Well control. It could be a goal. Montserrat has scored. Wow. Well, the benches have cleared. I don't know if we're going to get a yellow card, a red card, or what kind of card, or all sort of card.
Yes,
but
the referee's coming. The referee's coming.
He's going to issue to the
they got to calm
Come on,
down.
the guys need to get back to the bench. They need to get back to the bench.
Montserrat has scored 2-1. 3-all.
3-all. Yes.
3-all.
Right now, everything is all tied up, and the game is
for grabs. Gentlemen, it's down south. Down south. I don't want to say
I don't want to say it, but I don't agree with you, Gregory, but I want you to be right.
Thank you. Poetic justice. I like it. I'm telling you, this game is on. The game is on.
Yes.
2-1, and if Montserrat scores another, they go in front. They're not in front yet. It's even Steven so far, but again, we saw good ball control and a good pivot on catching the ball. When I say catching, getting it into its possession was number 8, and number 8 just turned and swirled with all the class in the world in that goal, Rixie. And I want you to just give me a little bit of a description as to what you thought of the play, the control.
It was good control, good technique. He didn't panic. And I think he was the second.
Here's trouble. Number 23. Oh my goodness. And referee says play on. So I'm not even going to talk about it. Referee says play on.
They have to heads up.
The goalkeeper gets it.
Yes,
all the way. Curazo was on the attack. That was a long ball. Curazo was trying to beat the runner play again, and they didn't get to that time. Here we see Montserrat on the attack once more. A long ball inside. Here we see it's going to go over the head of the defenders and to the goalie.
Who scored the first goal? Was it number
for who?
For Montserrat.
Well, that's so far. Number 12. here's a ball, a long ball. So both teams are playing long balls now, Weeksy.
Yes, the tempo is going to change because definitely Curaçao, they're going to be looking to equalize at this stage. And Montserrat, of course, know that keep the pressure on.
Montserrat is keeping the pressure on.
Keeping the pressure on.
On the far side. He's going to be Montserrat coming up on they're crossing it back over. They're trying to get it to number 23. They do so now. That's the danger man. We've seen him do it on 2 occasions now. Here you see. It's crossed back to him and it could be troublesome here. Oh, well, he's tired. Yeah. He's tired. Well, maybe he's fooling us because that's a dangerous play.
Did he get the foul?
Well, the referee says nothing.
Play on.
He's probably got into the bad books of the referee. That he's not happy. And the coach should say something to him. Oh, comfort him. Rub your hands on his head or something. Because he's not going to be happy.
And coach is saying, don't retaliate. Don't go crazy. Just keep on playing.
But he has nothing left in those legs. His hands on hips. I'm going to tell you, I appreciate his play. I appreciate his passion. A bit over the top at times, but I think he is the catalyst for this Montserrat comeback.
Well, he's done well. Let's see. It's not out of bounds yet. It's a good save there by the Montserrat player. He comes in, number 12. It looks like again there's danger here for Curaçao. Curaçao in the middle. Good touch pass. And it's kicked out. Well, let's see. And again, they're trying to just do those touch passes, but on the final touch there, that was intercepted by a Curaçao player. They're going back on a long break. Remy's up there. Not Remy, but Petrie. He's done well. He's big. He's tall. He intercepted it.
Oh, yes.
Really.
Excellent job tonight.
Here's McDonald into it goes out of bounds, but really the pace
went into touch.
Yes,
into touch.
Into touch or out of touch. All right. Well, I'll say whatever you say. I'll go. I'll say it's out of bounds for a throw.
But it's a touchdown. So that's why we're using terminology.
Right, here we see Montserrat should have controlled that better, was number 13, but he gets it back like a giveaway some sort. Here we see, good play. And the number 9, Curaçao has been saved by the goal. Number 9 had a breakaway. Just between him and the goal.
Number 1. Oh, wow.
A hero for Curaçao.
I mean, that one.
Hero.
He was all alone on the goalie, and the goalie didn't lose his nerve. He held his nerve.
Yes.
And went down low, and his palm just slightly wide of the right.
I think that's where the lob was necessary. Just lob it. He had to have gone down anyway, and they should have just lobbed it. I think we're a bit crowded, animated, and I think our decibels have gone up somewhat, and the amplification that has gone on, I think we have been asked to cool down.
Yes, Greg, just to explain what happened there, I think the Montserrat team, they're playing what we call a 1-2. They are playing 1-2 wall passes, and actually that gets them into the box a lot better. And so the principle here is called penetration, and as long as you're getting that, then your chances of scoring increases. But on the other hand, Curaçao is countered.
It's a very good counter, but Montserrat is defending stoutly and intercepted by one defender and an offside call. And that's what the interception did. By intercepting, he allowed the player to run ahead of the ball.
Well, good. It was a good throw by the goalie. He got the ball and quickly dispensed it to the player on the right flank, and he was off. And they had a good counter attack going, but good stout defending there by Montserrat in the end.
Well, Montserrat, they're attacking Curaçao. They're looking to counter attack, but I can tell you Curaçao will have to be careful here. Montserrat as well has to be careful. I think at this point we are Stevens. It's real. And it's touch out of bounds. That bad playing there by number 4. Number 4, it gets it up quickly, and it's a
for Curaçao.
Again against the runner play. McDonald is not happy again against the runner play. As I said, Weeksy, that is like a dagger.
Well, that's a dagger, and that was and just to taking the foot off the gas just slightly, and not kicking. What I saw Curaçao been doing in the last couple of plays, Pops, they've been quick. They've very decisive in their throw-ins, and the Montserrat teams have not been set, and but a bit off balance. and by the time they're trying to get back into the play, they're a step or two behind the Curaçao players.
Very smart by the Curaçao team. I just took the mic from Mr. Skerritt just to come to say, that's one of the things I was going to say, that the Montserrat team has to now be careful of getting too caught, too high, and so that when the counter attack comes from the Curaçao team, that they'll be there to hold the what we call the headquarters.
I think that was so there was a leaky. This is the issue now. From on a Montserrat perspective, they need 2 goals.
Right. Yes.
They need 2 goals. Because Curaçao have scored 2 away goals, so they are ahead on that front. Yes. So Montserrat, in order to win this tie, would have to score 2 goals. All Curaçao has to do right now is hold their nerve, and they will go through.
Well, here's Montserrat, number 2. He has it. He's crossed it, and he's attempted a goal. Really, that was not a cross. That was definitely an attempt at goal, and it goes into the flagpole for a free goal kick.
Goal kick, yeah.
But that definitely was an attempt at goal by number 22, Taylor, I think it is.
Yeah. So the Montserrat was guilty of being caught too high, as if you want to put it, and so that there was a lot of space for the Curaçao team to get into the Montserrat defense, and so they created a better opportunity.
4 minutes of extra time.
Yes. Yes. Is it?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, so we're into stoppage time now.
Yes.
Wow. Montserrat has a lot of work to do here. Really saw that Montserrat was lapsing, and definitely that came off the foul from McDonald on this end, and really McDonald with his emotions could have distracted the other players. Here is he's gonna have to do some repair work. He's trying to do some repair work, and he gets it inside. He gets it back, does he? Yes, he does, and that's good football by McDonald. McDonald, and
he's a fighter. He's a fighter. McDonald is a fighter. He was taking our 4 guys in the corner, and he wasn't giving up. But eventually, they got the best of him. I think they've given is it a foul or throw-in?
Throw-in.
I think it's a throw-in.
So it's 2-all. It's 2-all in favor of Curaçao, but Curaçao will be tapping themselves on the back because it's the away goal that counts here. And here we see. And again, there's some trouble here with number 6. Don't want that type of behavior. We have
number 6 needs to.
And the coach is right there. He could say something.
And he's not saying anything else. But right now, it's slowing down the game, and the time is ticking away, and the Montserratians need to keep their cool and understand what's happening. We're into stoppage time. Yeah, and we need 2 goals. Well, I said Montserrat team needs 2 goals. Curaçao right now, this is in their favor. They need to start executing as soon as possible, the Montserrat team.
Well, let's see. Here is number 18. Number 18 is saying go back. And there's a yellow card for number 11 for Curaçao. And you don't want to do that. You're already ahead. You got to just stay away from the ball. Well, here, and trouble comes where trouble is. The referee has sight some blood and is asking him to go off, and he has to go off to get some treatment. So he has to get some treatment. Well.
You see, you have to know how to deal with these things strategically.
Yeah.
And all of that too probably got to him. You know, he got an injury.
There's definitely blood on his right elbow.
And sometimes when we see that, it triggers something in us. So you know, all of that is taking place out there, but the game, and the referee is handling it with the type of
here's a free kick. It's on the outside. It's hit out on the head. Hey, here we see. Oh, and he's bubbling again. It's coming back. It could be trouble. Oh, well saved by the Curaçao number 2. Wow. Well,
that was Martin.
Number 12 hit it back in. Curaçao was right there. Well. Every edge of their seat. Yes. I tell you, this is a game. It's a good game. Nevertheless,
yes, Greg,
again, Montserrat would have seen themselves play good football, and the score is tight. Because of a win, could find themselves out of the World Cup again.
Yes, Martina really did a good job just now clearing that one off the line.
And it was still good defending in the end.
Yes.
And the goalie committed himself and got himself in no man's land. But his defender really saved his back right there.
Yes.
And good defending on his behalf. what's his name?
Renly.
Wendy.
Yes.
So here Montserrat trying to attack again, and that's all they're doing now. Just trying to get the ball into touches, the Curazo team. And right now it really seems as if
the curtains are coming down.
Unless something really dramatic should occur right now. I think Curazo are home and away.
All right. So do we get another corner?
Offside.
Yeah. So, but the subs have been really spot on for the Montserrat team.
Yes, Ken. They brought that energy necessary and the new legs, and they were able to push the ball, get it into the box, and did damage.
Yeah.
And but for a little letdown on the end there, we could have been safely in a 2-1 situation.
That's the end of the game.
That's the end of the game. Curazo have won this game. They have.
They didn't win the game. The game was finished 2-2.
Yes.
But Curazo would go away.
1 on aggregate.
4-3 on aggregate.
4-3
or 5-3 on aggregate, I think. But definitely, really a good game.
Yes. A fantastic game to watch. It's a fantastic game to be a part of, Gregory.
Oh yes.
A bit dejected, the fans, of course, being the home team, Montserrat, they have deflated. Good to see that they're indeed going about congratulating each other. The two teams, they played hard.
Yes. We defended our home turf, so to speak.
Yes.
It's that extra goal away that we needed. If we had come in here, I believe, leading by 1 Kenton, we would have been taking care of business. And they did get opportunities.
Yes.
We must say they did play well and they created, but it was the finish.
Yes. And McDowell,